Hello and welcome to this episode of Ask Raghav. Today I'm going to take a very basic question, and that is, I'm a complete beginner. How can I start learning automation testing? Now I'm going to tell you 5 steps, the complete process from scratch that you can follow and you can learn any automation tool, any automation framework or library. And I'm going to start from very scratch. So the first thing is you start with the basics of software testing. Now I know a lot of you might already be knowing the basics. A lot of you might already be working as a QA engineer and in manual testing, and you know the basic things, the basic fundamentals of software testing. But I'm going to start from scratch so that this video is helpful for everyone. Anyone who wants to start from very scratch and is a complete beginner, it will help everyone. So start with the basics of software testing, and what you have to do exactly is you have to learn some of the terms and some of the terminologies. You can just go online and search for these things, like what is software testing. You will understand what exactly is software testing, what are the different types of testing, what are the objectives of testing, the testing process, the different techniques we implement in our testing process, how do we plan the testing, how do we design our test plan, and how do we design test cases. So you can just this is mostly theoretical part, so you can read about it, or you can if you are already working in any QA project, you might already be knowing this. What is test execution, how do we do test executions, what are the things we take care during test execution, and then what is defect management. Whenever we get a defect or a bug, how do we track it, how do we report it, what is the bug life cycle, and how do we do defect or bug management. So these are the very basic fundamentals that you can learn, and you can just know the theoretical part here. If you have more details like what are the tools used for each of these things, that will be very good, but otherwise just have the basic fundamentals about software testing. So this is step 1. Now after this, step 2 is we have to learn some basics of programming. Now do not get scared here. I know a lot of people are afraid of this particular step and they stop here, or they go back and do not proceed from here, but let me tell you, this is very easy, and you do not have to learn a complete programming language. We do not have to develop anything, we do not have to go into development. We just need to learn some very basics of programming, and for that we can select any programming language. So you can select any language: Java, Python, JavaScript, C, Ruby, etc., based on your interest or based on the requirement, and then search for a very basic beginner tutorial online. You can search for a basic beginner video online and spend just 2 to 3 hours on that, and follow that video tutorial along with hands-on, and just spend 2 to 3 hours. That's it. And once you have spent around 2-3 hours on that programming language and basics of programming, you will get interest and you will want to spend some more time. You may want to try out some more examples, and this is how you will learn the basics of programming. So do just that. Do not worry on you have to go a long way on that. And once you have done this step number 3 will be, now you can choose any automation tool or framework. It can be based on your interest or based on the requirement. You can also select based on the field. For example, you want to do UI testing or web browser testing, then you can select tools like Selenium, Cypress, Playwright, Catalan Studio, etc. And then after you have selected the tool or the topic or the framework, again search for a very basic video tutorial and spend 10 to 20 minutes on selecting the right tutorial for you. You can find the right tutorial for you by looking at the contents, looking at the likes, reviews, the comments on that tutorial, and looking at the topics covered in that tutorial. So based on that, you will be able to finalize the tutorial for you, and then you have to follow it along with hands-on. This is very important. Just don't watch the tutorial like a movie. Do hands-on along with that. You will get stuck a lot of times, but you will always get help. You can check online and you can follow along with hands-on. The fourth step will be, when you are doing this, when you are trying to create automation framework and you are trying to follow a tutorial, you will get stuck a lot of times. You will get a lot of errors and issues. Now again, do not get scared here. You will get all the help you need. Whenever you get any error, whenever you are stuck, first read the error message and try to understand what has happened, and then try to find the solutions online. Just put your message or error message or issue online, and you will get a lot of solutions, a lot of links, Stack Overflow articles and other resources, and then you can follow them. you will have to apply different options, apply different solutions, and then troubleshoot and resolve your issues. And this step is very important. This is how we learn, this is how we get experience in automation. We get issues, we get problems, we then find solutions, we apply solutions, and we know what will work, what will not work, and then the next time we get similar issues, we know how we have to troubleshoot and solve it. So this is very important, and this is how you will complete the basics of any one automation tool or framework. And then once you have done that, you can again select any other tool, and this can be in the same field. For example, if you have started with UI testing, you can go to another tool or framework for UI testing, or if you want to try out something different, for example, you can go to API testing now, or you can go to performance testing and select something like JMeter, and again repeat steps 3 to 5 for that. And like this, you can learn 3 or 4 different tools, different frameworks in different categories, and this will make you a very, very good automation test engineer. So these are the very basic 5 steps. If you follow this, you can become very good in automation testing. I hope this was very useful for you. If you have any other questions for me for the next episode of Ask Raghav, you can let me know in the comment section below. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching, and never stop learning.